I am firstly a parent. These are my boys. This is Oliver, Jacob, and Xavier. These guys are the reason why I became a teacher. I have been a qualified greenkeeper for 20 years. During this time, I have worked on and been in charge of golf courses in Sydney, England, Melbourne and the Sunshine Coast. On the Sunshine Coast, we found great friends in a community that we felt was the right place to start a family. When I'm not coaching my son's soccer team or playing with the kids, I like to play golf and 2020 cricket. Back in 2011 though, my life changed. This is Jacob. He is my middle son. In 2011, he was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. I'd maybe heard of it in passing on the TV now and then, but I had no idea what that meant. The paediatrician said to us, with a lot of work from the right people and us, his parents, he has every chance of living a normal, successful life. The choice was easy. We here are all parents, and as you know, you would do anything for them. So the next day, I went to the university and found out what it would take to become a primary teacher. I have not only learnt teaching strategies from fellow teachers and the university, but I've also seen different strategies used by speech pathologists and occupational therapists that I can implement into the classroom if necessary. Students are taught two different types of education in schools. One teaches students information that they can incorporate into real-life situations, which they can use to build a successful life for themselves and society. The other education being taught is showing students the behaviour necessary to create a better future society. Manners, respect for their elders as well as themselves, and looking after their fellow man are vital life tools that need to be taught throughout school. I like to run a fun classroom, but students need to understand that there is a time and a place. The days are full with various learning opportunities. For this reason, I like to break the day up to include games to break up each session. This may include games with dice, cards, and even balls. Students will learn quickly though, that if they play up during the learning process, then I will teach straight through these game breaks. I love to take inspiration from Thomas Edison to invent phonographs, the motion picture camera, and the light bulb. He had to have made thousands of mistakes. But while making these mistakes, he learnt from them. He never gave up. He tried other creative means and he used his imagination to accomplish his goals. And this is what I want for the students. We as a team need to let students understand that to make mistakes is a learning process and to learn from not only their mistakes, but mistakes from others. Isn't this the reason why we teach history? To ensure that we learn from our forefathers' mistakes and ensure that we do not repeat them. Students need to become independent. I have kids and I like to feel part of their learning, and I totally encourage you as parents to see what they are doing in class. In saying that, I want to ensure I'm getting your child's best work, not the family's. And for this reason, I will be planning all assessments during the last couple of weeks in school time. I would be grateful if you have plans on taking the children on holidays during school. Could you think to do it at the beginning of a term instead of the end? This is because students can catch up once they have returned, compared to not being present for assessment. These assessments are vital to use to report to you, the parents, the school, to their next year's teachers, but more importantly, for myself. I use this data to analyse your child's strengths and weaknesses, which I can work on in the following term. These assessments will comprise of electronic presentations, maths tests, and a variety of writing genres. Some of these assignments will take a session, while others may take days. The second learning in the classroom is behaviour. I have been an apprentice, an employee and an employer, so I have seen firsthand where students have left school with the knowledge to succeed but have been socially inept in an adult work environment. Yet I've also seen students not interested in the curriculum join the workforce and become invaluable employees thanks to the work ethic, initiative and social skills that the school ingrained into them. These basic social behaviours need to be implemented into future generations early in our schools. This is why in my classroom, students will understand that respect to the teacher and their fellow students is expected. To have a student choose not to learn is hard to accept, but to have that same child disrupt other students' learning will not be accepted. School is about teaching students both academics and behaviour knowledge is vital for them to become prosperous members of our global society. Together, I hope we can create a fantastic next generation.